At 37,000 feet above Iowa, a loud bang shattered the calm inside United Airlines Flight 32. Passengers thought it was turbulence. It wasn't. The tail-mounted engine had exploded, and within seconds, the crew realized something far worse. They had lost all hydraulic control. No ailerons, no elevators, no rudder. They were flying a 185-ton aircraft, with no way to steer. What happened next would become one of the most extraordinary stories in aviation history. July 19, 1989. United Airlines Flight 232 departs Denver, bound for Chicago, with continuing service to Philadelphia. Aircraft, McDonnell Douglas DC-10, souls on board, 296. At the controls, Captain Al Haynes, a veteran pilot with nearly 30 years of experience. Everything about the flight is routine, until 3:16 p.m. Without warning, the number 2 engine, mounted in the tail, explodes. The aircraft shudders violently. In the cockpit, warning lights flood the instrument panel. The crew initially believes they've lost one engine. But within moments, they realize something unimaginable. All 3 hydraulic systems are failing. The DC-10 was designed with triple redundancy. Engineers believed a total hydraulic failure was virtually impossible. They were wrong. Shrapnel from the engine had severed all hydraulic lines. The plane was now uncontrollable. Captain Haynes attempts to turn the control yoke. Nothing. First officer tries the rudder pedals. Nothing. The plane begins a slow, uncommanded right turn. They cannot level the wings. They cannot control pitch. They cannot descend normally. They are flying purely on physics. Then comes a breakthrough idea. DC-10 instructor pilot Dennis Fitch, traveling as a passenger, volunteers to help. He enters the cockpit. Together, the crew discovers something remarkable. By adjusting thrust between the left and right engines, they can slightly steer the aircraft. More power on the right engine equals plane turns left. More power on the left engine equals plane turns right. It's crude, it's delayed, it's unstable, but it's control. They aim for Sioux Gateway Airport in Iowa. They cannot slow properly. They cannot lower flaps normally. They cannot line up perfectly with the runway. The aircraft is descending in a series of unstable oscillations known as phugoid cycles. Air traffic control clears the runway. Emergency crews line up. The crew knows one thing. They are going to crash. Captain Haynes calmly tells passengers to brace. Cabin crew prepare for impact. The DC-10 approaches far too fast, nearly 215 miles per hour. The right wing dips. The right main landing gear hits first. The aircraft cartwheels. A massive fireball erupts. The fuselage breaks into multiple sections. Smoke, flames, debris everywhere, and then, silence. Against all odds, 185 people survive. 111 perish. Rescue response in Sioux City is immediate and heroic. Firefighters and medical crews had been preparing for a disaster drill that day. The coordinated response saves countless lives, investigators later determined. The engine disc that failed had a microscopic crack caused during manufacturing years earlier, a defect that went undetected. United 232 permanently changed aviation safety. After the crash, engine inspection standards were overhauled. Titanium manufacturing processes improved. Hydraulic system protections redesigned. Crew resource management training became global standard. The teamwork in that cockpit became a case study worldwide. Captain Haynes later said, "We were just doing our jobs. But the world saw something else, courage under impossible pressure." United Airlines Flight 32 was not just a tragedy. It was proof that training, teamwork, and human ingenuity can defy the odds. A plane with no controls, a crew that refused to give up, and 185 lives saved because of it. If you found this story powerful, subscribe for more in-depth aviation documentaries. Because sometimes, the most important lessons in aviation are written in its hardest moments. Thank you for watching.